Hey trainers, Poke Dad here, along with the Dancing Bear at first base.
KK should on to it.
Great beast in his natural habitat.
Right.
Here in Pokemon Deck Check in the Nurturing Biosphere, we have a deck profile that's been heavily asked for, positioned extremely well for Anaheim, right?
It is.
Who are we leveraging real quick?
Ink Gaming, your answer to all your customizable tabletop gaming needs.
That being said, let's dive into the deck.
2 Blastoise, 2 Keldeo, 2 Articuno, 2 Shaman, 2 Lele, 2 Execute, 1 Palkia.
Okay, I think the only concern is the Palkia. We kind of went back and forth on Dragon or Water, and we actually feel like the Dragon one is more of a liability because Gardevoir.
And Ninetales.
Yeah, and Ninetales and Gardevoir, so I think it's better to have the Grass weakness, right?
Yes.
Okay, 2 Articuno, we like that to get double prizes if there's squishy, small, tiny attackers. So, definitely an option. Also, maybe you weaken something with Keldeo, and then you could finish them off with the Articuno and take 3 prizes that way.
Yeah, that would be nice.
So that's always an option. 2 Lele and 2 Shaman's perfect for getting exactly what you need. 2 eggs to help smooth over the numbers as you dwindle your hand down. So, any other issues? Any other concerns? No. We like the Water Palkia for Anaheim.
Onto the items. For Ultra Ball, for Trainer's Mail, for Battle Compressor, for Energy or Superior. For Order Pads, get that one to the back. 4 Via Seeker, 2 Muscle, 1 Field Blower, 1 Float, 1 Mysterious Treasure, 1 Computer Search.
Super consistent. You've got all 4 ofs. And the key with the rest of the cards is stuff you can play down immediately. You can immediately play down Muscle Band. You could always Field Blower, your own Muscle Band or something. You want cards that you can immediately play down. If you don't like the Field Blower, then you can play a Rough Seas for the Trevenant matchup. Float Stun, you can put it on Blastoise straight away. Mysterious Treasure to help get the numbers right if it's in your hand, or it can get you the Lele. Computer Search. You could play Dowsing Machine, but I've stated many times I'm a Computer Search kind of guy. I like to get exactly what I need when I need it.
I like Computer Search for this deck.
So I don't feel like there's anything else to address. I would say these 3 spots are kind of optional, but everything else do not mess with. This deck is 100% dialed in. So if you're not feeling the Field Blower, I would change that to Rough Seas. If you're not feeling the Float Stone, change it to another Muscle Band or something, or another Energy. Or if you're not feeling the Mysterious Treasure, then these 3 spots for techs.
I think I'd prefer that being Rough Seas to help out in the Trevenant matchup. You bounce one of their Dimension Valleys. And if you're already item locked, then you can play down the Stadium at least.
My thing with Trevenant is I think you're already going to completely just destroy Trevenant.
Okay.
I mean, their only hope is to Lysander or Guzma and stick Blastoise in the active or something.
It's also going to help a lot in the Seismic Toad matchup since they're only doing 30 damage with Toad. Just heal that up with Rough Seas.
Yep, I could see that. Dancing Bear makes a good point to have Rough Seas instead of Field Blower.
And also, if there's just one Stadium, you can put it down immediately.
But also with the Field Blower, I like it against Garbodor. So if they do try to shut off your Blastoise.
That's fair enough.
You can make an argument either way. So, but that's definitely a tech spot to whatever your play style is or whatever you feel concerned about.
Then for the supporters, 2 Archies, 2 Junipers, 1 N, 1 Guzma, 1 Fisherman.
Key to these decks is to keep the supporter count under 9. And as you can see, we have 7. So that's beautiful. Most decks run 8. So if you're not feeling the field blower, then a good option would be Xerosic or even Faba to get.
Not Xerosic.
Faba could be a nice addition to remove a stadium or to remove the floatstone from Garbodor, item lock from Toad, or Trevenant doesn't bother it. So Faba could be a nice addition if you don't like the field blower. But I don't like wasting my supporter on something like that. I would rather just continue the Archies or to Guzma what I want to take a knockout on, or just Juniper or even the Fisherman. So
another thing with the field blower, Prism Star Stadium. So say you're against Sableye Guard, then they just put down the what's the stadium?
No stadium. Parallel City?
No, not the Parallel City. The Dark Market.
Yeah, that Dark Market would be good, except it's not legal.
I mean, it works for Dallas too. I mean, you gotta always prepare for Dallas.
Nope. So.
Or any other.
No, because that set comes out in February.
The Electric Stadium, the Grass Stadium.
I don't see either of those being played at Anaheim, but okay. Faba, if you don't like the field blower, then play Faba.
Okay.
Alright, that's it for supporter. Definitely play the 1 Fisherman. It'll bail you out quite a bit, especially if you're item locked.
10 Water Energies.
10, that's the number. You can make an argument for 11, but 10 has been right on point for ours.
Yeah, you don't want that to get clumped into your hand.
So, there you have it. This list is, like I said, 100% dialed in. I fully expect to see 1, if not 2, in the top 8 at Anaheim. It is a solid, safe choice going forward. There's nothing that can lock it out from getting your turn 1 Archies and all set up. So, you're going to blow past any Toad deck. You're going to blow past any Trevenant deck. They can't bother you. It's not like in the past where Wally would just completely shut you down. Garbodor, it takes turn 2 to get the Garbotoxin online. By then, you probably already have a Keldeo with like 5 or 6 energy on it. So you're going to destroy whatever they have.
Yep.
You're going to destroy Buzzwole variants, right?
Yeah.
With the Keldeo.
And the Palkia.
You can't really have anything. So I used to like Brooklet Hill in here. I used to play Brooklet Hill in here. So that way you could grab an extra Keldeo if you need to switch them out and all that sort of stuff. So that way nothing gets locked into place.
True.
So the Field Blower, Mysterious Treasure, and the Floatstone, I think those are your 3 tech spots. I would not add more than 1 supporter for those tech spots. I wouldn't go above 8. Because like I said, right now, we get the Archies, 95% of the time?
Quite often.
So I wouldn't go more than 1 supporter. So maybe the Faba instead of Field Blower, but that's it. So
I'd say it's quite often to every time of getting the Archie's Blastoise.
And Order Pad that just secures it. It's another card you can play down. And if you win the flip, good. If you don't, you don't. It's kind of like Gramble, how it plays. And we've seen how consistent Gramble is on getting 0 cards in hand. And now you have access to all that Expanded has to offer. So that just ups the consistency even more. So,
yeah.
Solid choice if you're thinking about it. Definitely not a bad choice. It is a safe play. A little scary being turn 1 dependent on Archies, but with the consistency we have nowadays, I wouldn't be concerned with it at all, would you?
No.
So, that's it. Hopefully you enjoyed, and be excellent to each other.
Party on, dudes.